Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check. Let's see. Okay. See if. Okay. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Let's see. Oh, shoot. Let's see. If anybody's here, comment down below so I know. Try to get this thing going. Welcome to the live chat. Remember. Okay. Oh, hey, what up, bro? It's like we haven't talked in forever, bro. It's a last second decision stream. Oh yeah, so this was a gift. The Stratos playmat was a gift to me when I found out that I was having my son. And so yeah, I have this one, and then this playmat right here is actually an old school playmat from a team that I was on for the longest time, back before I took like a big break and everything. Back when I used to play a lot, you know. Let's see. Hey, Ro, if you can let me know just how the audio sounds. Does that sound okay? Let's see. Let me take this stuff out. It's funny. It's like I always want to. I always have these mats, but I always end up covering them with the spell ground. It just feels better. Let's see. Oh, I forgot these were here. Like I need a sequence. Let's see. I gotta remember what these are. Let's see. What up, everybody? If you're in this chat, if you're on the stream, then comment down below so I know you're here. We're just gonna be doing a little bit of deck building. You know, maybe mess with a little bit of Neos today. I don't know. You know, see how it mixes with the Evil Hero stuff, as well as the different variations for Neos, and you know, answering questions even for like the standard hero deck and everything like that. I'm just giving everybody a few moments to get in. Guys, if the audio is okay, give me a thumbs up in the comment section so I know everything's all good. Because last time I had a little bit of issues, a little bit of trouble with the audio. Well, let's see. Testing, testing, testing. Testing. Okay. Let's see. I haven't even messed with this deck in a bit. Forgot I got another ulti. I gotta replace this one. Let's see. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Just chilling. Ended up having some free time, so I thought I'd go live for a second. Let's see. Let me try to go and do this. Let's see. Let me drop this link. Yeah, I probably should be giving people more of a heads up about this too. Let's see. Okay. Oh, thank you, Ro. Audio is good? Perfect. Okay. All right, let's just dive into this. So, thank you to everybody who's here so far. I see 8 people are watching right now. This is definitely a last second, stream, and I ended up having some free time, so I thought I'd just thought I'd stream and just hang out with you guys for a bit. Family ended up being busy, and so I was like, well, what do I do? I already was at work all day, and then I hit the gym about 5 in the morning, and so I got finished with work early too. So I was like, well, what do I do if my family's out? I'm not going to go back to the gym again. I'm still sore from the rest of the week. But what up, Brandon? How you doing? Excuse me. So, like I said, we're gonna and guys, keep on commenting down below. I'm prepared this time with some water, and so I'm ready. Oh, let's see, guys. If I'm not okay, I just want to make sure you guys can see everything perfectly. Okay. Sorry, still getting used to this streaming stuff. It's not something that I've really done before, just only one other time. Yeah, so like I said, got some Neo stuff right here that we're going to be working on for a little bit. And then also we have the standard hero deck We're just going to talk about theory, and we're just going to talk about the direction of the deck, and just things that I noticed, things that I've noticed so far about the deck. If you guys want to drop your input, don't be afraid. Don't hesitate to comment down below. We're just having a conversation here. Everybody's welcome. Now, I'm bringing this out, but I will always play hero, and that's my main deck for sure. But come on, it's nostalgic, right? Playing like, gotta at least have it. I saw these, and plus the structure decks are like the structure deck is insane. To be able to have like imperms, ashes, nibs, veilers, like all of this in one structure deck, like come on now, that's crazy. And so what I got it for like 11, $12 each. I don't know if this is the exact way that I would play it, but yeah, shoot, it's like good value for the structure. But yeah, you guys came for hero stuff. So let's start off with the standard. Actually, let's start. If you guys do want me to just do focus on like the Neo stuff, then drop a comment and let me know. Yeah, but until then, we're just gonna kind of deck build and separate things. So one thing that I do want to point out is that I don't have Fulos right now. Otherwise, it would be in the deck. Ooh, the rain is coming down hard. Okay. Let's see. Unfortunately, guys, it is 60 cards still. I don't want to play 60 cards. I really, really, really don't want to play it. But just the ability and just what you're able to do with the deck at its full potential. Just having all these different type of routes that you can take with your combo just helps out so much. It's not as linear. Which lower deck counts are still good too. You can still come up with pretty much the same board. I just liked, like for example, I like playing the cards like this. I like Dark Contact. It saved me so many times. Being able to use both effects in the same term just really, 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 really helps. It makes it a difference. And so, you can use them both. Just activate to search for Dark Fusion if you're trying to push through like a hand trap or whatever, and then like add it back and then activate a second effect or whatever. Let's see. I know the quarter century set Stampede is going to be coming out, and so I'm excited for that. I still prefer the secrets, just so it can match with all my other charmies. But I'm happy that the reprints are coming out, so it can make the secrets even cheaper. Let's see. I'm brain freezing right now. I usually do the vision package next. Just the way I like to separate. Let's see. Sato Senpai, Carlos. I wanted to send you a free deck box. Oh, bro, I really appreciate it. So if you wanted to make and make free monies, I'm starting a hero line of deck boxes, and I already have one already in hand. Oh, well, first off, bro, I really appreciate you. Thank you for reaching out. Let's talk on Facebook Messenger, if anything. It's just so that way we could keep have better communication between us. I appreciate the offer, and I appreciate you reaching out to me, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm grateful. I love hero stuff. I mean, as you guys can tell, so I appreciate it. Yeah. I'd love to communicate with you more and talk to you more. Let's see. Okay. So the vision line, it's a little bit slower pace than like how my deck profiles would be because we're all just we're just hanging out today. Let's see. Where's the denier at? In the plasma. Let's see. I'm gonna try to find you unless you have a Discord. I'm always on it. Oh shoot! I'm sorry. No, I thought you were on the Hero Facebook page. My name is Carlos Talamantes, just like how it is in the first part. But it will have Junior at the end of it. It's essentially just me holding my son in the picture. It's like a black and white picture or whatever. But that's pretty much the best way for me to communicate for me. Let's see. Want to know one of the most criminal things out there, guys? That Blue Eyes, Blue Eyes can play three Veiler and three Drone Lockbird, and they're all spellcasters. So, like, say if you draw multiples or whatever, you could just normal summon one, link it off. Like, bro, like I love those little synergies. That works out really, really good for them. Let's see. Oh snap! Sorry guys, one sec. Rain started coming down hard, and my dog wants to come in. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, I'm back. So, as I was saying before, though, I would be playing the Fuas if I had them. I'm just waiting for the. Uh, I am just waiting for the reprints to come, just so I can see where the secret Fualoses land. Plus, oh, Ryan Jones, what up, bro? How was your workload today? I pretty much only had I think I had like 80 stops today. Such a huge change. Okay, let's see. Let's go. Hero lives. Now, don't take this list as law or anything like that, guys. I was just testing something out, and I'll explain. Bro, you only had 40 stops? Wait, hold on. I thought I had an easy day. Bro, that's gold, man. I hope you got to spend a lot of time with your family after, man. Wow. 40 stops. Man, that's incredible. Okay. Dang, I thought I had a light day. Excuse me. Okay, guys. So, like I said, guys, don't take this list as law. I was just testing something out, and I'll explain what that was. As you guys can probably already tell, yeah. Let's see. Excuse me. Let's see. Yeah. Not gonna lie, guys, I'm a little crashed out right now. Um, I worked at least like 10 days straight so far, but on top of that, I've been back in the gym consistently, and so it's been a grind. I hit legs this morning, and that was a killer for sure. Let's see. It's not usually how I'd organize my list, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 7, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 5, 6, 7, 58, 59, 60. Okay. Uh, let's see. Very light day. I have a business. Oh, okay. Yeah, you had a bunch of businesses. Okay. I mean, that makes sense. You probably have, a bunch of bulk stuff along there, along with that too. Uh, let's see. How good are the e-calls helping you? Okay. Well, with the e-calls, okay, guys. So this is just what I was messing with it. Like I said, if I had the Fuerlosis still, then I would be playing Fuos, like without a doubt. I would be playing Fuerloses in there, and more than likely I would cut this right here for Fuerlos. So let's see. So this is how the list would look if I had the Fuas. Let's see. Bro, I got second on locals last weekend only because I lost to getting hit with double draw versus a blue ice player, and I played against six malice to the final. Oh shoot! Wait, played against six malice to finals. Oh, bro. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So I had Droplet in here. So this was my original list that I've been playing right here. So it was this right here. So everything that you see right here, and 3 Furlos and 3 Droplet. I still have the Droplet. Hold on, 6 Charmies in the main. What do you mean crossouts? Okay, so I'm definitely gonna get back to the Droplet thing. The 6 Charmies. I think the 6 Charmies is just so important. This is why the 6 Charmies is why the thrust, the talents, and the droplets worked. Because droplet by itself isn't good enough. Because, for example, for like, say you don't draw any of these 9 hand traps, right? Your opponent's gonna go off. They're gonna end with, like, say it's the 7 Tachyon Shark Ryzeal deck. They're gonna go off, and they're gonna end with the like, let's just say Dweller, Detonator, Toad, and the Starleaf card, right? With Ryzeal Cross. Now that's not counting any one of their hand traps, but what happens is they're gonna shotgun Dweller, and then you're going to chain Droplet because you're forced to. You're going to chain Droplet. You're going to discard at least 3 cards to negate the Dweller, Detonator, and the Toad. So that being said, Droplet is 1 card plus the 3 that you discarded. You have 2 cards left. Now those last 2 cards absolutely more than likely has to be a Hero Lives and Fusion Destiny from that point, because what happens is they still have Ryzo Cross active, and then a hand trap or 2, and so it puts you in a very very awkward position at that point. So um, that's why I'm thinking about the approach that I'm going to be going. Like this is why I think the 6 Charmies are important, because you don't want them to get to that board, right? You want to funnel them in to a position where you're able to play. If they just end on Detonator Pass, Detonator hand trap, like 2 hand traps, that's so much better. That's so much better to and easier to deal with. Your Dusty Gold takes care of that board, right there, because you have like Malicious Bane, you have Neosaur that can bait out stuff. So you just want to funnel them in. You're never going to stop them, especially with the deck being as powerful as it is. You're never going to stop them from doing what everything, but you want to make it at least manageable, because this deck can put up a lot. Like you look at all 9 of these, right? 3 Adusteds, 1 card starters now, these and all that stuff. Excuse me. I just feel like the 9 hand traps are just insanely important. Like I said, guys, if you guys are just joining, these 3 are Furlos, and these 3 are Droplets. So this is the list that I've been playing. This is the list that I've been having a lot of success with. Like I said, this right here It's just something that I was testing out, just trying to get a idea from. I was just trying to see if a specific concept would work. Doesn't have to be all these cards, but it's here. I'll go over that actually in a few seconds. Let me see. So Droplet's going to be back in. Um, I just need the multiple hand traps to make that work. Let me see. I'm working on my hero, but oh, what up, bro? How you doing, Last? I'm working on my hero deck right now. I'm actually cooking up a Mask Hero version right now with form change. Still needs work, but I'm so far 4-1 outline. Good stuff. Good stuff. All my rounds are Malice and Blue Eyes at the end. So, Seto Senpai. All my rounds were Malice and then Blue Eyes at the end. Locals were stacked, and I'm playing almost a similar list. Nice, bro. Congrats. Malice. That's such a tricky matchup, bro. Like it's tough because like you look at my side deck right here, right? This is my side, and as you can see, I have all this Malice hate. I do feel like Ryzeal's the best deck, but I respect the crap out of Malice. So as you guys can see, maybe I could cut 100, but I actually like the Meows more in this deck because this is 60 cards. So you like the goal for these 9 Charmies. The goal for these 9 Charmies or whatever, plus the Fuas, is not to draw 10, 5, 10 cards. It's literally just to hope that they slow down, just so you can just draw 2 cards. Because really, if you just draw 2, maybe 3 cards, you can break any board out there. You just have too much gas, to be and one card leads to the other. It's just getting past that first initial paid cost that you got to get past, and then after that, then you're all good. That's why, on another note, that's why I feel like this is the best opening in the deck, more than malicious Ferris, more than Stratos Ferris and everything. This is the most insane opening right here. Okay, sorry. Let me see. Yeah, but Malice is crazy. I do concede the Malice matchup in the main deck with the Droll, for example. But the Molcharmi Perulias are actually not the worst game one, because if you always shotgun Perulia and draw face Furlos, you always hold. But with the Perulia, sometimes you can get them off of a normal summon, and you can get them off of a Bestial summon. So sometimes you can also +1 depending on what their hand is. So obviously you always side them out, but let's see. Okay. Omar, how's it going, bro? Said, hi, Carlos. I have a question. Is it really necessary to be playing the Evil Hero engine? Sending good advice from Mexico. Well, Omar, I appreciate your comment, bro. And guys, I'm going to try to get to all the comments. I know I have I have the worst communication skills when it comes to YouTube comments, just because I'm constantly busy, guys, and I'm so sorry. I'm a family guy first. And so as a lot of times, as soon as I get home, yeah, my son has might have my phone, depending on or more, the majority of the time my phone is down, or it's not even with me. And it's like I spent, like, the way I see it, guys, is if I can give 100% effort into my job, into the gym, or into this and that, then I need to not give my family any less. And so it's like it's game time, whether I'm home or not. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Last time I streamed, I didn't have any water or anything, so my voice got super, super, um, rough last time. Okay, so Omar, you asked, playing the Evil Hero pack is necessary? Okay, so it's weird because I love the Evil Hero package. It's not what we needed, but it does help the deck. I have always been a straight 40 card person. If you look back on all my videos, I've always loved playing 40 cards. I just feel like it was always the right way to go and never anything more with the way that the deck was. But the way that this Evil Hero package allows you to sequence your cards, like when your opponent sees this right here, like when your opponent sees these, they think interaction because they think Atlantean Neptibus, even though it's not nearly as powerful, it stands for cost. When you say Atlantean Neptibus, they feel like they have to interact with it. Um, Even if they imperm it, which some people still do, because they realize that, like, oh, he's going to go search an Omni Gate, right? If he fuses this off. Or, hey, he's going to make the Snatch Shell guy. How is my detonator going to out, whatever card? The Neo Sword. Now, this card, you just tell him, like, hey, this is a malicious or whatever. This is just so important. It really, really is. We needed another card like malicious. Excuse me. And I feel like in combination with Ferris, this is one of the best openings the deck has now. It plays around at least 3 hand traps by itself. I was talking about it last stream. Hopefully I could get through it and demonstrate it this stream. But the point I'm trying to make in this adding a fusion card, the point that I'm trying to make is that you have a whole line of plays that is self-sufficient in its own engine that only requires really, truly just one card. It makes such a huge difference being able to use this to bait things out. When you say Neptibus, malicious, or whatever in a fusion play, they feel like they have to stop it. Now, is this engine more powerful than the or more important than the Ferris engine? Honestly, it's not. This is still the root and the core of the deck. Unfortunately, I wish they deviated from this. I wish they separated itself from this, but unfortunately, excuse me. Unfortunately, this is still the core of the deck, the Vision Hero line. And so you want to be able to protect this. And one of the ways to protect this is to play the Evil Hero stuff because all they see is fusion play, malicious plays, Neptibus plays, or whatever, dump for cost. And so that's one of the things. And plus, honestly, like getting that Omni Negate search really, really matters. It really, really helps out. Now, if you don't want to play the Evil Hero stuff, I recommend looking at one of my latest builds. Before the Evil Hero stuff came out, when I was playing the thrusts and the talents and stuff like that, and I had more of a simplistic, straightforward approach to it. I really still like that. It could be changed a little bit, but it's straight to the point. It does what it's supposed to do. And if anything, you can still kind of keep it low and add in an extra extender or two, but keep it like how it used to play. So Omar, that was hope I was able to answer that. Let me see. Oh shoot, helps the deck a lot. I agree. Gucci bro, on my lunch break had to stop in. Love you, brother. Hope you and the family are doing well. Oh, bro, I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping in on your lunch break. Hopefully, you saw this or heard my response before you had to go back. How from Ryan? How is Winkribo doing around the Evil Hero package? Okay, guys. Sorry, Ryan, bro. You opened up a whole can of worms, man. I could talk about this thing all day. Sorry to everybody else. Man. Oh, and real quick, Raul, I saw your comment. Love the live stream, man. So much fun. I appreciate you, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Raul, guys, Raul is one of the people that helped me still be able to play this game. When I wasn't. He was one of he's the person who lent me the Furloses for the longest time. Incredibly selfless and just super supportive. So thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Yeah, I'm not, I got to give credit where credit is due. And so yeah. So Ryan, the Winkribo level 6. It's not the most broken card in the world. It's not the most powerful. Yes, it can't do anything on its own, But this little guy helps out in so many different ways. Every time that I try to think, like, man, maybe I might not need it, I end up needing it. The way I like to see this card is that when you open up, you know, any of these, you're able to still plus either off attributing Infernal Rage and special summoning the Karibo, or you're able to, like, say if you open up this card, you're able to search this off of Infernal Rage and then tribute for Sunrise and special this. The point that I'm trying to make is that your rogue deck, our rogue deck, as a community, we need to always be able to get an additional card, almost no matter what it is. Now, the card does have to be usable, right? It does have to make sense, and it does have to have application. But the issue is we need to be able to plus. If we're not plussing, we're falling way too far behind. Because what happens is, like, we us being a rogue deck and us, like, guys, Stratos came out like 20 years ago almost. Shadow Mist came out 10 years ago. Neos has been out for a long time. You know what I'm saying, guys? Malicious. How old is Malicious? Almost 20 years. Yeah. So we have a lot of older cards, and we need to continually plus. If there's any moment where we don't get an additional card, we're playing from behind more than we should. And so, this being able to work with DP to make DPE, this being able to be sent off of Fusion Destiny, and during the times that you open this, your opponent technically doesn't know, quotations, that you have the trap already. So they just see you search this, and you being able to search this card gives you two additional bodies, two additional, not just by himself, but two additional, being able to fuse with him from the hand. That actually matters a lot when you're pushing through hand traps, because like, a lot of people don't see it because they just think, like, okay, bring back Denier, bring back Malicious, Poly, make DP right there, right? However, if you would have fused with this from hand, then you save the denier effect in graveyard, which matters a lot for Nibiru plays. And then you end up having its effect to come back, this effect to come back as well. And also that means that you're able to save another Malicious for a longer period of time. So technically you save 3 interactions, 3 push plays, just because you have this one card. I don't know. There's just so many different things. And then on top of that, if you're playing like the droplets, if you're playing the forbidden droplets, you need more cards that will give value by getting pitched. And then also Evil Assault, pitch Karibo. The Karibo is going to come back and give you value. And then also for matches that Dark Law isn't good against, you need to be able to protect the plasma, right? So his effect does come up, being able to protect the plasma like that. Like, say, for example, Malice, right? You end up bringing out the Karibo at that point. So, there's a lot more that I can say about the Karibo, but we'll be here all day. Okay. So, Seto Senpai, how do you feel about Dark Ruler over Droplet? Okay, so, bro, you asked a golden question, right? And so he said, my locals was mainly Malice and White Forest. I love Dark Ruler no more. I love, and I'm liking it more and more, this format. As you can see, it's right here. And I hope, let me check the camera. I haven't checked it in a while, actually. Yeah, so, oh shoot, I just realized it's not showing everything. Sorry, guys. Somebody should have told me. Let's see. Yeah, so I like Dark Ruler no more a lot. I think it's that board that I was talking to you guys about. This card breaks it. Now you still got to deal with Rezo Cross and any potential hand traps. Yeah, if Dweller gets banned, Dark Ruler no more becomes even better. And so that's for all you hero players out there. Make sure you have an extra set of Dark Rulers no more. It may not be its full time right now, but its time is definitely coming. And by the way, I heard that, I'm not sure if it's right, but I heard that the Yummy cards don't like this card or whatever. that this is decent against Yummy. Not sure how true that is. I haven't really looked into it, but just thought, guys. Let's see. Tim. Oh, hey, what up, bro? How you doing, Tim? It's good to hear from you. Let me know when you're back in town one day. I know you're out of state, but yo, Carlos, what decks are you? Do you find Perulia plus in you the best? So Tim, definitely Perulia over wife Perulia over Furos. Okay, so Tim, these are actually Furos. I just don't have any right now. So I'm playing six Charmies in the main, nine Charmies total with three Meows in the side. I just don't have any Furos on me right now. But Perulia is definitely very good against Ryzil variants. It's great against Mermill. And you tend to always get at least a 1-for-1 Upstart Goblin, which is really good actually. As in this deck, just being able to see additional cards really helps out. Because if you Upstart Goblin in this deck, you're one step closer to these 9. You know what I mean? And so, and the reason why obviously you guys still play 60, and the Upstart Goblin theory might not make sense, it's because you are playing 60. It's because you still want to drown out the injury requirements and stuff like that. Okay. Let's see. Let's get some more questions in here, guys. Okay. I resolved Poly maybe 4 times the last locals, and because of the evil hero cards, I've always OTK'd, so I do think evil heroes are needed. Totally agree. I do really enjoy the evil hero package. I like it a lot. I do feel like it's very necessary because of our lack of extension before the evil hero support came out. Like, I was playing 40 cards, and if I didn't open up a Hero Liz, Stratos, Ferris, Fusion Destiny, I wasn't playing through 4 hand traps, depending on where they go. Like, and I know that sounds outrageous, right? But with decks playing, like 20 something non-engine with less cards than what I'm playing, they end up seeing that a lot. Like, you look at just months ago, the pure Fiendsmith deck that was doing that won a YCS, months ago. But that deck, just needed hand traps for the most part. Let's see. But yeah, the evil hero stuff is very necessary. I think Perulia will be against Regenesis. Honestly, I haven't looked into any of the like newer stuff. The Regenesis and the Yummy stuff and the Canine or something. I just heard about the Yummy thing, like Dark Ruler being decent against Yummy. Uh, uh, let me see. I just heard, yeah, but I haven't got a chance to look into all that stuff. Okay. Oh, snap. Okay. Oh, okay. Sorry. I'm trying to read as I go, too. I think Regenesis is our next tier 0 deck. Huh. Honestly, guys, I'm not opposed to tier 0 formats. And I know that sounds crazy to say, guys, but tier 0 formats is where I kind of thrive the most. It's just so much easier to build. It really is. And it's like, you're like, honestly, guys, like, no, I don't want it to sound, I don't want it to sound, bad, but like against other rogue decks, I'm very confident in this deck. Like, I don't feel ever like like I'm in a losing position at all. I always feel like my deck is stronger than all the other rogue decks, and that's the truth. That I truly feel that way. Um, what's it called? So tier zero formats. Honestly, I love them. It's just it makes it so much easier to deck build around and do well. Uh, okay, Dragon Tail being able to play turn zero to interact with your opponent immediately is OP. Totally agree with that. Uh, tier zero is good if you can afford the format. Well, I mean, bro, like, I mean, I've been playing Hero for so long, and yeah, I remember even when Dragon Ruler came out. Uh, yeah, and then here, yeah, we still get Vicious Claws, so I can't. I'm excited to. I'm excited to play that card too. Very, very excited. I like that card a lot. Like you're telling me I can Fusion Destiny a card away and then bring it back and popularize Zeal Cross or something like that, and then push through your board. And guys, remember with the Vicious Claws, it only special summons in defense if you special summon it from the hand. But when it comes back from the grave, it can special summon in attack mode. So you can do a lot of extra pushes with that too. Let's see. bro, is that Hispanic? Well, I apologize, bro. Just trying to figure it out. Hi, Carlos. I love your vids. I know this is super, super early, but what are your thoughts about the potential Mask Hero support coming out? What are your early expectations? Well, brother, I appreciate you commenting. I appreciate you being on the stream. Um, so I know this is something Laz and I had talked about a lot, as well as Samuel. If you end up hopping on this stream at some point and you end up hearing this, I know we talked a lot about this as well. But to answer your question, I was thinking a lot about it today. Now, my preference on a new support Mask Hero card would be that it has the same clause as Mask Hero, Contrast Hero. I mean, Contrast Hero Chaos, not Mask Hero Contrast. As Contrast Hero Chaos. Um, it's all right, brother. Just wanted to stop by before I crash out for work. Just staying in it. Stay slaying it. See you guys again in about 3 months. All right, brother. Let us know when you come down. It'll be good to see you again. Have a good night, bro. But yeah, so the Mask Hero, the new Mask Hero card, I would like for it to have the same clause as Contrast Hero Chaos, where it's always treated as an elemental hero. Now they can do it because they just did it with the Wing Kribo. So I think for one, that has to that has to be a must. And two, honestly, I would like for it to be like Raizo Ice, where you normal summon, you bring out a hero from the deck, and that would do wonders for the deck. Like you would literally be able to cut the Ferris package at that point because you can just normal summon like hero ice or whatever, or cloud or crow or whatever, special summon Vion from the deck, and then start your plays that way. And the Dust Crow is already a warrior, so you got two warriors right here. Like, and then Raizo Ice, it has that additional effect where you can pitch a card and special summon it. Send a card to the graveyard. And so that's what my preference would be, to having a card like that, or like how Branded has Blazing Cartesia, where it has a quick effect of special, quick effect of poly, has a built-in poly, so you're able to not have to add additional cards to the deck, and it's an extender. And then at the end of it, Cartesia adds back from the graveyard, so you get to you know have more resources. But we're gonna have to wait and see, just what happens. I was thinking a lot about it today, actually, while I was at work. And I think what they're going to do with the Mask Hero is, I think what we got to realize is that this is the first Mask Hero main deck, possibly, that will be released, and there's 5 others. So I don't know if they're going to give us a mask hero that's going to be broken overall. I think it's going to be like kind of like how this evil hero package is. How the evil hero package, it can be played self-sufficiently. You know, a dusted gets evil assault, which gets dead end, which gets necrom, which gets infernal rider, which gets dark fusion. You could play within itself, but it's also flexible to where it can send malicious, it can send denier, it can send shadow mist, right? It could play. It's meant to play within itself, but it can do these other things. I kind of think that's what the evil hero, I mean, the new mask hero stuff will be overall. So I'm starting to think, and I'm saying that because they just did it with the evil hero stuff. So I'm starting to think that this new mask hero, even if it's insanely broken, I think it's going to be more so meant to play in combination with other mask heroes. Still be able to help this deck out, but it's going to be more synergistic to the new mask heroes that still need to come out, if that makes sense. Like Dead End's still able to do all these other things, but it's also more so meant to get this going. Let's see. Hopefully I answered your question as good as I could. Oh, excuse me. Sorry. Now let's see. Okay. Jeremiah Blakely. I have a question on the deck building since I've been messing around with it for a while. If I don't have access to expensive staples, what should my card count and deck list look like? Love your content. Well, Jeremiah, thank you for hopping on the stream. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for your comment. Um, so I guess I would have to see the list to see what you have access to right now. But if you mean more so in terms of like, say the talents, the thrust, the charmies and stuff like that, um, I would have to see what you have access to at the moment, and then we'll be able to answer that question better. So we can fill in the gaps. Now, one thing that I would lean on if I were you, and these are mostly commons. Yeah, I would lean more towards consistency cards, and rarity collection is your best friend for stuff like that too. Um, yeah, like eCall came out in this structure deck at one point, so it'll be easier to pick up. Like I would lean more towards the consistency cards, and just being able to consistently play every game, so that way you give yourself a chance until you're able to pick up other cards. Um, rotas and stuff like that. Depends. Again, it just depends on what you already have and what you don't have. It'll be Book of Eclipse would be a couple of good things. Dark Ruler No More is another thing. If you're talking about like maybe not 3 Odessa Gold, if you have access to one, just play the one and then shrink down the count. Um, Yeah, there's a couple of different things that you can do. Like when I had to sell my collection, bro, like I posted it on the channel too. I actually won a tournament with just Engine, but I gassed up this deck like crazy, and I was playing D Force and stuff like that too. Um, it's the video somewhere here on the channel, but I won with just Engine, and I won with no, maybe I only had like 3 engine cards and 3 non-engine cards. I don't know if it was Solemns or whatever, but I had sold my collection. I had a tragedy happen, and man, I gotta find that video. You got me thinking about it now. But D Force is another really good card, like that. I wish I was playing right now. Um, but I will definitely lean towards more of the consistency cards, Jeremiah. I think that would help you best right there. And if you were able to pick up the Blue Eye Structure decks at some point, then the common imperms would be very good. Maybe the common ashes to stop charmies and other things like that. But definitely the common imperms, just so that we could play around thrust and talents and a few other things. So, okay. Love your thoughts about the Mask Heroes. Contrast Hero Chaos will be a huge W for the deck. Also, you might use the Mask Heroes from the manga as a template. Just a theory, though. Yeah, yeah, man. Just being able to use Contrast Hero Chaos, like it allows us to play against, play around other cards, like stuff that Dark Supremacy is already doing, right? But to tell you guys, I'm ready for it. I definitely am. Um, shoot, where is it? I have two of them just right here. Actually, I have the third and fourth one somewhere right here. I think I have like four total. But this card, as you guys can see, it says this card is always treated as an elemental hero card, and so I'm excited. Hopefully, we'll be able to actually use this card. My only worry, and I appreciate your comment, about the thoughts with the hero cards. My only worry is that even with this one mask hero, we might not be able to make this as consistently just yet. We might need a second mask hero to be released, just so that way we can kind of get that into make this easier, because it still requires two, right? And even if you play the Dust Crow at 3, depending on the effect and how good it is, like we can all agree that Shadow Mist is one of the most important parts of the hero deck, but we still only play one. And and if you're not playing one, you're playing two. You're definitely not playing three for the most part. Even though it's one of the most important, you're only playing the one. Um, that being said, Dust Crow, it might be busted, but it might just be a one of. So that being said, it might still be hard to get into this card. So that's the only thing that I'm worried about. If it's like a three of like Stratos or a Dusty Gold, then that we might be able to make this a lot easier. But only time will tell. Only time. Let's see. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder if it's gonna simplify hero combos. Dust Crow is gonna be important. I feel. Yeah, I mean, I really hope so. I do. Um, I'm ready for something different, and I think everybody is. I really do enjoy the evil hero stuff, but I felt like they're future proofing every hero card, and I felt like they've been doing this for a while, just barely making it good enough to play, but not busted. And I think the real reason why, because at first I used to say it was a main character deck, and they don't want to continue to hit main deck character cards on the list. Yeah, but I really think it's the real reasoning is that they know that because it is a main character deck, they're always going to end up giving that deck support no matter how long the game goes on. So till the end of time, until the end of the game, heroes are always going to get support. So I feel like they're future proofing, all the hero support, and just barely making it good enough because they're gonna get support until the game's done, until the Yu-Gi-Oh is over. Deskro has to be on par with Ignister cards at Ignister cards. Yeah, I gotta look. Talking about the old at Ignister cards, or you're talking? Oh no, they got new support, right? Can you guys imagine just having two of these up on board with your Dark Law Plasma and stuff? Yeah, yeah. At Ignister got new support. Yeah, I heard. I know, Laz. If you're still on, I know you love looking at the OCG. He's always telling me about the future stuff coming out, giving me the scoop. Dude, can you imagine too? Like, cause it's a very real possibility now. Yeah, I mean, like, it's a possibility because you can miracle fuse into one of them once the new card comes out, and then you can favor contact into the other one. So let's see. It's just the current hero build. Fetty, thank you for the comment. And yeah, so well, the hero build is actually uh, technically it's this, right? So it's this build. Sorry if I haven't been looking at the screen. So it's this, 3 Fuelos and 3 Droplet so far. I haven't really found much better than this, and I'm worried about that because the deck needs to be able to adapt. Excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. The deck needs to be able to adapt. So it just depends on how the format changes. I think if it changes anywhere, it's definitely going to be in the hand traps and maybe I guess the talents at some point. But I love talents. Uh, so to answer your question, Fetty, these are 3 Fuerloses. These are 3 Droplets. So if anybody wants to screenshot it, or actually no, I have uh, I have a deck list out already. I think it's the last one that I did, and you'll be able to see the Fuas in there. You'll see the Droplets in there, the actual cards. Uh, Senpai, uh, you miracle one and contact the other. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I was saying. Yeah, so you can get 2 negates out right there, right? And it's all essentially within engine. That's exactly like those type of things. It's exactly why I was saying because this is searchable, right? And Miracle searchable. It's exactly why I was talking about how Konami future proofs heroes. Let's see. Uh, Jeremiah Blake, I agree, and I'm using one of the board breakers as opposed to hand traps, along with my consistency cards and a small evil hero engine. Do we like using Liquid Soldier since I don't have Charmies? I play 45 card variant. Okay, so Liquid Soldier is a very good card, and I go back and forth with him in this list, and I do like him in this list, guys. My issue with Liquid in this particular list is that you don't want to draw cards at the wrong time. And I know it sounds dumb, but like when you really think about it, you do not want to risk a chance drawing into the Super Poly, the Extra Maliciousness, the Denier, the Infernal Rider, the Dark Supremacy, the Contact, the Miracle. The you kind of want to go through and draw through your combo and then draw after you search everything, or if you're game 2 or 3. But if you are trying, so I do like the card though. So Jeremiah, you're playing a 45 card variant. Uh, Liquid Soldier is not a bad card to play. If you need another card, that's definitely on the list. Because you can pitch it with Evil Assault and get value out of it later. You can pitch it with Ferris and get value out of it later. It's still useful in the graveyard. It's still useful. I to tell you guys a list that I really do like Liquid Soldier in. One, I like it in Neos, and two, I like it in the primary version of this. I love Liquid Soldier in the primary version of this, and that's another story for another time. But um, like it's not like Liquid Soldier. I don't have anything against it, obviously, but it has to have purpose. Uh, let's see. So yeah, Jeremiah, continue to lean towards those things. Make sure you have multiple board breakers if you're going the board breaker route because you want to avoid negates. Um, let's see, and consistency cards goes a long way. Hey Carlos, I have been heavily wanting to get D-Force back in the deck. Her feels too strong. Well, thank you for the comment. I love D-Force. I absolutely love that card. Honestly, guys, like straight up telling you guys right now, right here, if I was able to find room for D-Force in the main deck, I would be playing it in the main deck right now. I kid you not, I would be playing it. Now, so this is my side, right? I've even thought about just taking these three out and just putting D-Force in for going first. Now, I don't do that because I have thrust in my deck at 3, and I'm able to thrust into these, and it's just more unfair. But I think about that all the time. I want to play D-Force so bad. I think that card is just criminally underrated. I think if you're able to play that card, you need to be able to play that card. That card, it's so good. And the way I see it is like we're a rogue deck. You want to make your deck as unfair and as unfun for your opponent as possible. And sometimes you're not able to outskill somebody else. That's the truth. Sometimes you open up broken, but your opponent open up more broken than you. And you just need to be able to have those cards that say, I win the game just because I'm playing this card. Yeah, so I love D-Force. I cited it for like before the Evil Hero support came out, I was playing it in every deck. Yeah, because I loved it that much. That card's just insane. D-Force and Plasma, Ryzil does not have an out at all. They can't X in the aggregator, they can't target any of your cards. Malice can't really do anything with it. They have to get to Heart Scripter, and they have to be pointing to or whatever the card so they can try to banish while Plasma's trying to negate it, but it does somehow has that crappy ruling or whatever where it's still able to resolve, which is crazy. But anyways, D-Force is insane. I absolutely love it. So, Fetty, any thoughts of running cards like Salesman, XYZ Encore, Ultimate Slayer in this format? Okay, so if I were to play any one of those, it would probably be the Ultimate Slayer, just so I could set on my grave potentially. Salesman, I know Raul, bro. If you're still here and you're still listening, I know you're a fan of that card. I guess one of the things about that card that's pretty cool with this deck too is that you're able to thrust into it. I just feel like there's too many weapons in the format right now for Salesman. I think it definitely has potential. It's hard for me myself to make it work. But if you're able to make it work, definitely power to you, bro. For sure, for sure. XYZ Encore, I was a big fan of that card until I realized that XYZ Encore says you have to special summon the monsters. And so the reason why XYZ Encore doesn't work is because the turn player is the one that's special summoning the monsters, which means that you can't go into Infernal Divisor and use his effect, and you can't use Cross Crusader's effect. And so, what's it called? That's why XYZ Encore really, really hurts. Now, if you play your deck with the Evil Hero package and you focus on dumping Shadow Mist for that search that you need, then you're able to make XYZ Encore work. But you have to be understanding that you cannot go into Cross Crusader or Divisor when you use XYZ Encore, unless you're playing a mirror match, which you wouldn't need XYZ Encore in that matchup. Okay, so Senpai, we need Kuribo level 6 treatment on Deskro. It's technically one of Jaden's most used in the manga. 1000% agree, man. 1000% agree. Sora 3010. Sora, is that from Kingdom Hearts? Love that game. Can you show the extra deck? Yeah, yeah. Let me show the extra deck. I guess I'll get to this discussion later. I need a smoothie right now. That sounds fire. Raul, loving this Carlos, man. This is so relaxing. Just a nice little nice convo. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you. Thank you for the support, bro. Just wanted to kind of hang out with you guys. So this is my extra deck right now. Oh, excuse me. Mm-hmm. Guys, telling you right now, don't judge me. I know I only have one QCR. I only have one QCR Neos Lord, but I've only seen one. So, and I haven't built up the courage to buy it on TCG Player. So this is my extra deck right now. I don't see anything changing. Truth be told, I think if I play with anything, like I think this right here is only cuttable. Is if you cut Dark Contact? That's the only way that this is cuttable to me, because that's the majority of the time what you use to get into that. I guess you can cut the second Neo Sword if you really want to. Cards that I would replace with it, if you guys are looking for a spot to fill in. First of all, you cut the Ultra, you don't cut the QCR. So there's that. But maybe Vision Hero Trinity, that's an option. What else? I liked Vision Hero Trinity because you're able to still do that Fusion Destiny push. That Fusion Destiny LTK. There's a couple of different things. Also, one of the things that you could do is actually replace it with Blast. Because the thing is, you can replace it with Blast and you can up the mass change counts. And what that does is it gives you an extender and it helps you dodge more hand traps, like Emperors and Veilers, which is super huge. So that's actually a really good thing. Yeah, a really good option right there. Let's see. We'll probably just do about like maybe 10 more minutes, guys. I gotta clean the house and then get ready for the family to come back. So get your questions in now. Okay. Any thoughts on already went through that one? Sorry, how do you think about the Blue Eyes Prime Eye matchup? So I played two of them this last regional, and I won. I beat both of them 4-1. I went 4-1. I 2-0'd one of them, and then I 2-1'd one of them. And Darkest Night was huge in that matchup because it triggered when they got rid of it. And then I fused off, I think, Adestic Gold and Malicious or something like that. And then all their blue eyes were just 100 attack each. And yeah, it was nice. That was pretty cool. His continuous effect, just really, really, really throws people off for sure. So I liked this card a lot. And that's one of the benefits of playing 60 cards, right? You have just so many more options more often. Roll, are you going to YCS Anaheim? We need to know. Bro, I wish. I hope I do. I really, really hope I am able to go to YCS Anaheim at the end of the year. Just it all depends on the wife, Depends if she decides to let me have a little vacation, and if the kids don't kill me. My little liquid soldiers. Okay. I like the extra level 7 Elemental Hero Neos Fusion to Super Poly while we. Yeah, no, I 1000% agree. If you play Primite Hero, the second Neos is a definite must, like non negotiable. So there's that. And that's also another conversation for another time. Uh, so that's actually the reason why I play it, for that play and for when I add back Dark Fusion off of Evil Salt in the graveyard. Now, Jeremiah says, personally, I love Darkest Night as long as Plasma stays in the deck. Plasma is too weak against decks that summon huge bodies, but its attack lower ability is just absolutely massive. 1000% agree. Sauced, so man, saying hello from work. Well, thank you for dropping in, bro. I appreciate you. Um, yeah, I know you're very active on the live last time, so I appreciate that as well. Uh, Good to have everybody on. Let's see. So, what about White Force as a Mina matchup? Sorry for the questions. All of my friends are playing meta decks, and I'm struggling a bit against these decks. So, I've been talking about this for a while, and I don't know what situation you're in, so I'm not speaking to that. But I really want to come out with a series on how to be better in the game and just how to be better with Hero. Um, and kind of just what helps me, stay competitive. Because I played Hero since it came out, taken a lot of breaks, but no matter how long I've taken a break for, I've always been able to come back and do very well. And it's all recorded. It's all recorded on the channel, So, once you get, I really want to talk about the mindset and how to be better, in the game in general, if you want to reach that next level. Um, so let's see. So talking about the White Force as a Mina matchup, and no, it's all good, bro. You ask as many questions as you want. Well, I only got a few more minutes, but you can ask away right now or the next time I'm on, for sure, for sure, for sure. I don't mind answering questions at all. That's what we're here. Um, yeah, I got to play against that matchup more. Um, a lot of people have gravitated away from decks like those because they're just so like firmly playing Ryzo variants and Malice and stuff like that, and Blue Eyes and Mermail. So the Azamina stuff and everything, a lot of people have drifted away from that deck down here in California. Let's see. Uh, so I see that you keep the Wing Karibo in M Heroes. Why are there times where it saves you and your dose? Okay. M Heroes, first of all, thank you for your comment, man. I just got, like, not gonna lie, I just got finished with a whole discussion on the Wing Revo level 6. I love this card, but just to kind of paraphrase it all, like, every time I feel like cutting this card, I feel like I need it. This card is just insane to make DPE. When you fuse from it from the hand, it saves you 2 to 3 extra bodies. When you open up Miracle Fusion or Favor Contact, it allows you to plus. And as a rogue deck, you're not able to never not plus or whatever, or never plus, or you're not, I don't know. You always need to be able to add an extra card. So this being able to bridge the gap in between the two with Infernal Rage by itself, either the tribute effect or the search effect, allows you to plus in ways that you absolutely need. It keeps your Destiny Heroes in graveyard as material, so that way if you get Nibirued or whatever, or Bestialed, you have just more ways to play the game. Cost cards, Droplet, Super Poly, Evil Assault, stuff like that. Cards just so important right now, just in general. But I will be talking about it more. But that's just a few of the things. Like it just matters so much. Always comes up for the most part. Fetty, as a hero player, how do we play around Gel Beam? I believe Gel Beam targets, right? Yeah, so there's tons of things that you can do, whether it be chaining mass change or whatever. Like for the list that I'm going to be playing, I think I'm going to be going back to three mass change. Like if you see right here, like I was testing something out. Yeah, this isn't the exact list as I already showed you guys, but I was testing out the five change cards again because there's so many targeting effects right now, and you just have so many ways to resolve your combo while dodge things, and it's just so important. Um, Also, been playing with the idea of playing two or three super poly in the main side with the shining in the side to beat Razil and other light targets since we got Neo Sword. Yeah, yeah. I mean, there's tons of possibilities, right? Being you'll just have to play around twins of the eclipse at that point, but there's tons of things that you can do. That might be something to think about. Yeah, it's about making something work, right? It's about making sure that you're able to just to find a way to deal with specific things. Now I heard you talking about making a series. Will it be you discussing how we should play heroes in certain matchups? Yeah. So I mean, I could do something like that too. I just kind of am like getting like the topics in my head, and it's just something that I want to do because I've seen a lot of different things throughout the years, and I just feel like I feel like okay, hear me out, guys. I feel like it's not always a deck problem. I feel like it's a player problem, and and the reason why I say these things and why I'm saying this, and hear me out, guys, not being a douche or anything like that. What I'm trying to say is, even for myself, right? Yeah, I two regionals ago, I was not prepared. My theory was on point, but my technical play was so off. It wasn't the deck's fault, it was my fault. Just flat out, it was my fault. I should have had more time to test. I should have practiced more interactions. My list was very good, but there was things that I was messing up on, simple things that I normally don't mess up on. Now, if you're in a sport like say basketball, for example, you could be an incredible shooter but lack the ability to drive the basketball, putting it on the deck and dribble, right? Or you could be an incredible offensive player and have trouble on the defensive end. Now, just because there's an issue with the player, in that way, in that one small area, doesn't mean it can't be improved on, right? I wasn't prepared for my other regional, and what I want to talk about in that series is just it's not always a deck problem; it's a player problem. But when you realize that it's a player problem, that's one of the best things out there because then you know that you can get better at it. There's an improvement there. That means that there's something in your control. Because if it's really a deck issue, then nobody would be getting wins, right? There's a reason why I was able to take so many breaks and still come back and do very well regardless of the format. And I'll get more into that, that mentality and the thought process behind it all, once I do that series. But I feel like this deck is in a decent spot to where you're able to do well with it. And I want to be able to kind of break that down with that series. But to answer your question better, it could be talking about different matchups and just overall mentality, gameplay mentality. But like I was really trying to say, how I was trying to stress it, if there's an issue and it is player based, then that's it, the best thing. That's the best scenario because then that means you're in control. You can get better at it, at that skill, and that's fixable. So that's an important place to be. a very good place to be. I don't see any more questions right now. Oh man. Well, guys, I hope. Thank you guys first and foremost for being on and all the questions. I've enjoyed, talking with each and every one of you guys. Thank you guys for thank you for being here. Um, man, yeah, I love this stuff. I do. And it's, maybe I'll go live more often. This is my second time doing it, and maybe I'll figure out better ways on doing this. Um, I'm just trying my best to help out whoever wants it. Give free advice. I'm not one for trying to just really just keep things all to myself. Anybody who's actually talked to me, reach out. Like Raul, you guys seen him in chat. He just messaged me one day on Facebook, and we became friends, and started talking. Last, same thing. Samuel, same thing. Um, and Sora, I appreciate you. Thank you, Fetty. I appreciate you. Um, I just want to be able to help people and give people the same type of help that I wish I had when I first started. Got a lot of help, throughout my time, things that I didn't realize was help. And even though I don't get to play a whole lot right now, I still know the game. And yeah, I just want to be able to share that experience with everybody else so that way I can see you guys succeed. Because if you guys can succeed, that means that I'm able to at least help. That I'm just happy that I was able to help out somebody. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna wrap it up. I gotta call my kids. I gotta call the wife. I gotta see when they're gonna be coming home, so I can have dinner ready or something. But wish you guys well. Well, I'm gonna be hopefully making a few different deck profiles soon. I gotta get to that Neos list, and I gotta show you guys a couple of Prime Hero lists, and then also comment down below for what videos you guys want to see, because I need more ideas. I do have ideas, but I want to make sure I get out what you guys want to see as much as I could. So, all right, guys, great seeing you guys or talking to you guys. You guys have a good night. And remember, sometimes you're the only hero that somebody will ever see. So be kind to one another and be a light in somebody's life. All right, God bless you guys.